Meanwhile, the United Nations is criticizing the leaders of South Sudan's two warring factions for not doing more to end the fighting. The UN Secretary General is expected to visit the country next week. CCTV's Harper reports from the United Nations in New York.
In South Sudan, words and actions are proving to be two different things. The UN Security Council believes what the Sudanese leaders say and what they do are contradictory. Killings, rapes and abductions have not stopped, even though President Salva Kiir and the opposition leader Riek Machar have signed several ceasefire agreements and have even agreed just last month to share power in a new transitional government. Now, in a briefing before the Security Council, the UN Assistant Secretary General for Human Rights, Ivan Simonovic, said declarations of peace were being made while the hostilities and attacks on the civilian population continue and intensify across the country. Simonovic warned the conflict, which has been raging since December 2013, threatens the stability of the whole region. The United Nations has long threatened more sanctions and a possible arms embargo, but South Sudan's representative told the Council his country needs assistance, not sanctions. Meanwhile, Festus Mogai, the head of the group monitoring the whole peace process, is urging Riek Machar to return to South Sudan from Ethiopia, where he's currently living. Machar said he would not return until Kiir moved his troops from South Sudan's capital, Juba. Mogai said that reluctance to return was holding up the possibility of a peace process. The UN, meanwhile, estimates that peacekeepers are sheltering 200,000 people at 6 different bases across the country. Some 2.3 million people have been displaced and more than 10,000 people killed in 2 years of fighting. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon has now promised to travel to South Sudan next week to hold talks with President Kiir. Harper, CCTV, New York.